So Jason, I know that we've worked with buyers in the past, and you're certainly great at helping buyers get pre-approved. Can you give us some more information on how a credit score would impact different types of loan types that a buyer would be eligible for?
Yeah, the credit score really immediately it impacts what program you qualify for. FHA is the most lenient. We can go down to a 580 credit score with that. A conventional loan typically is around 620 for a minimum credit score. A VA loan's typically around 620. Sometimes we can go lower as well if we can get the approval through the system. And a USDA zero down loan is actually the most stringent on credit score. They typically like you'd have around a 640. Again, sometimes we can get like a manual underwrite. I don't want to discourage anybody from this. That's why I'm excited about our new FHA zero down program. I don't want to dive into that now, but a lot of times, hey, what's your credit score? And then let's get going. So I need you to fill out an application. So that really will determine Corey and Noah what a borrower qualifies for and what program, and if they need a down payment and how much that down payment needs to be. Those seems to be the biggest things we can do that with. A lot of people, they want to stay away from private mortgage insurance. They're going to have to put 20% down with the conventional loan. And again, sometimes I set the expectation, or they think that's what they need, and they realize they don't qualify for that, but it's still better for them to buy a house than it is to rent. So we get them into the house with the FHA. They make 6 on-time payments, 7 on-time payments. Rates, it's still a good rate environment. They can refinance that time into a conventional loan, and a lot of time get themselves out of that private mortgage insurance there. So a lot of different tiers affect that. And again, one of the biggest misconceptions I feel with credit scores is Credit Karma and all those things are good, but they're just soft pulls. When you actually have when you have a lender pull your credit, it's only costing you like 4 points. But a lot of times these simulators will show that your credit went down 60 points. And that really, really bugs me because it really scares people. Because I get a call every day, Corey and Noah, hey, what are your rates today? And I always say, well, what's your loan to value, and what's your debt to income ratio, and what's your credit score? And it's not fair to ask me that without me having a good look, because I don't like to take swings. I want to know exactly what I'm working with to give somebody an honest answer. So,
and Jason, a buyer is not going to need to know when we say apply for a loan and we start mentioning FHA, VA, USDA. They're really just doing an online application. They're submitting their information, and then you're going to give them like what loans they are available for, what loans that they can qualify for, what's the benefits and the negatives for each loan, what the interest rate is, what the payments are. So when we talk about these different loan types, I certainly just want buyers to realize that they don't have to be knowledgeable about these different types of loan programs that are out there. They're just going to submit one application online, and then you're going to tell them which loan which loans they can qualify for and which ones would be the best for their specific scenario.
Yeah, 100%. We're going to walk you through every single scenario. Sometimes people qualify for 3 different loan programs. Sometimes they only qualify for one. At that time, they can determine what they want to do. At the end of the day, people want to know what their cash to close is. That's down payment all in, and what their monthly payment's going to be. Those are the 2 biggest things that it makes sense. It's true finances, and that's what comes down to helping somebody make a decision if buying now is the right time, or do I want to wait for my credit score to get a little bit better because I really want to do a zero down loan? And then that's the most common scenario that I see. I'm like, I really need a zero down loan, Jason. So I'm like, well, then you really got to get your credit score to 640, and you cannot have any late payments in the last 12 months. But we'll walk you through all of that. So don't be afraid. To Corey's point, fill out the application and let's find out where we are. And again, on previous podcasts, we've talked about, in the perfect world, I'd love to have everybody pre-approved before they start llooking at houses. But we know how that goes. You drive by the car lot. Oh, that's a nice car. You wing in there and you try to buy it, right? Or your mom calls, say, hey, your Uncle Billy's moving to Arizona to where it's warm, and he's going to sell his house now. And you've always wanted to own Uncle Billy's house, and now we're scrambling to get you pre-approved. But if you can answer your phone and you can answer emails and get us what we need, bank statements, pay stubs, proof of income, and a copy of your driver's license, we can typically have you with a real pre-approval in a day or so. So it's not scary. Just need to get us the information that we need to be successful.
Mm-hmm. I think for some people that have a goal of buying a home in 2025, whether it's 3, 6, 12 months down the line, don't think it hurts to, fill out an application and talk to a lender, just because, then you have all the information in front of you. You know what you can work towards. If there's cards, so you need to pay off or things you need to pay down.
Yep.
It's nice to have all that information ahead of time.
And a lot of time too, we're heading into tax season. People are going to have some tax returns coming. It's a
Yep.
good time to be thinking about that for that down payment scenario to make that happen. So an application costs you about 4 points on your credit and a couple hours of your time. That's it. And then now I think too many people don't buy because they don't want to be told no, or they just wonder. And because we're always busy, we're all busy. And I don't have time to do that. Actually, you do. And when you work with a lender like me and my team, we're available. We work when you need us to. If it's 8 o'clock at night, it's 8 o'clock at night because you work a different shift, or that's the only time you have because of the kids. I get it. We'll make it happen for you.
Yep.
Jason, the one thing I do want to add to when we're talking about that is, we always talk about how buyers are afraid to get that no answer. And, you and I have done, many deals together over the years, and really for a buyer, you don't give them a no answer. You just give them a not right now answer.
Right.
So I think that's what's important is start the process. And if you do get that not right now, we're not going to, just give up on you. We've worked with buyers in the past. We're okay with the not right now, but the not right now isn't going to get fixed until we know that. And then, Jason, you can, let the borrower buyer know what they need to do to fix it, and turn that not right now into a yes. So to what Noah said, even if it is in the future that you do plan on owning a home in 2025, now's a great time to start. Get that pre-approval process started. Know where you want to be, or know where you can be. Know where you want to be as far as your monthly payments, and then be able to wait for a good deal to come along, or wait until you're ready. It's certainly not something that you can do too early. I don't think there's such thing as starting the pre-approval process too early, just because there have been things that have come up in the past. But if we find out about it, we can coach you through on what you need to do to correct things, or if there's a late payment, we know that you can say, hey, you had a late payment 9 months ago, you have to wait 3 more months of on-time payments, and then it's a yes. So yeah,
Well
I agree with that. No, I feel like it's important for buyers to know that even if they're thinking about buying a home at all in 2025, I encourage them to start the pre-approval process now.
Yeah.
Well said. All right. Good job, Corey.
Thanks.
All right.